And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this actually very pretty Friday, February 4th. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in wherever you are, and hope you are braving the blizzard as well as you can, or as well as can be hoped, as the Snowmageddon has come and gone, and now it's the time for the sun to come down and melt everything and make everything good. I do appreciate you tuning in today. Now, this is going to be kind of a little bit of a different telecast than what you're probably used to, as my guests today, guests were unable to make it because of, we were going to shoot in advance, and with snow and ice and all that kind of business hitting in advance, we weren't able to get together to get our full-fledged compadre of people here for the show today. So it's going to be basically like me, you, and the television today. So I hope you do sit back and enjoy. We're going to talk a little bit of sports. We're going to talk some high school basketball. Going to talk about the NFL, the intriguing things going on in the NFL. Probably going to get to a little bit of college basketball and a little bit of professional basketball here in a little bit as well, as we take a look at your day here on this beautiful, and I'm not kidding, it is a gorgeous day out there. Now, granted, when I drove up, it was 15 degrees. So you might want to throw on the extra jacket or throw the extra scarf on, or whatever you have to get you through the day. But it's going to be cold. I think they're calling for a high of around 25 today in this area in Louisville, Flora, Fairfield. And again, I do appreciate you tuning on up in Effingham, over in Salem, wherever you are today. And I do have a little bit of cancellation news, mainly sports cancellation news, that I'll tell you about here in just a few minutes as well. But what is going on? Now, I haven't called to confirm any of these community events going on today and tomorrow, but I'm assuming with the roads clear, the highways are relatively clear. There's some ice in spots, so you don't want to drive fast. And I can tell you a little bit about my drive. I may as well go ahead and tell you a little bit about my drive this morning up from Fairfield. It took me about 45 minutes. Probably wouldn't have taken that long to get from Fairfield to Flora had I not fallen in behind a blade, right? So you don't mind. I mean, that's one of the things of life. You don't mind falling in behind the snowplow when you're driving in bad weather, because first of all, I was 3 or 4 cars behind the snowplow, 3 or 4 vehicles behind the snowplow. There was a semi in front of me, a semi in front of him, a Jeep in front of him, the snowplow. You don't mind falling behind that, because the snowplow is throwing out, he's scraping loose snow, and he's throwing out the rock salt on the back, trying to help dry the road. So and the water and the chemical liquid that they throw out. It's great. I'm all for it. That's wonderful. I fell in behind the snowplow probably, around Jeff. So I rode behind the snowplow. Snowplows usually go about pretty good clip, right? 40 miles an hour. And I've got 4-wheel drive. I'm in a big vehicle. I feel pretty safe driving at a decent clip. But drive safely. Whatever you get from my story, do as I say, not as I do. Drive safely. Drive slow. Take your time. Get to wherever you want to get safely. Got to Sisney. And I realized before we got to Sisney, there was a vehicle in front of the snowplow that was, and I don't mind driving behind snowplow. It's, like I said, I'm all for it. It goes 45, 50 miles an hour. There was somebody in front of the snowplow, however, that was poking along at about 30 miles an hour. So, yeah, I got a little bit, I wanted to be here in time to be able to present you an entertaining and informative show, right? Want to be here on time. Of course. So yeah, I made a 5-car pass. I made a 5-car pass on ice and snow. A 5-car pass including 2 semis and a snowplow and a Jeep and a pickup truck that was slowing everybody down. And I did this on the north side of Sisney. Plenty of room. There are very few cars on the road. So whatever I tell you I did, you drive safely, drive slow, take your time. It took me about 45 minutes, and make sure you just get to wherever you are going in one piece. So that tells me I'm telling you that. And also, I think it'll help throughout the day. The sun is going to be up, even though it's going to be under freezing all day long. It'll help evaporate as well as melt some snow and ice off the road. Snow and the roads are going to be a lot better off tonight. I'm telling you all that to tell you this. Up in Effingham tonight, there are a couple of events going on. This one had a couple of good ones, I think. Up in Effingham, they're having a murder mystery theater tonight, Lifeless in Seattle. That'll be at the Tuscan Hills Winery. Now, they may have canceled this, but I haven't heard. Romantic comedy meets cold-blooded murder. As your ticket for $45 provides you with a delicious combination dinner served to you from the Thelma Keller Convention Center, plus a 2-hour performance that will have you in stitches, wondering who done it. The murderer could be anyone. It could be you. So there you go. And this is for folks 18 years old and up. That's, again, at Tuscan Hills Winery up in Effingham. Lifeless in Seattle. Also up in Effingham. Now, this was an interesting one. I'm bringing you this. Let me just tell you, this is at the Effingham Performance Center tonight. They always get the good stuff. At 8 o'clock, it's That Golden Girls show. Everybody remembers fondly the old television show Golden Girls, of course, with Betty White. Wonderful show. Just a wonderful time everybody had doing that and showing that. Well, this is a brand new type of play that parodies classic Golden Girls moments with puppets. Yes, I am not kidding. The Golden Girls show, a puppet parody at the Effingham Performance Center. Get set for an evening of cheesecake, laughter, jazzercise, shoulder pads, sex, and the elegant art of quick-witted put-downs. Sophia's get-rich quick schemes, Rose's tales from the St. Olaf, Blanche's insatiable hunt for men and the fountain of youth, as well as Dorothy's daily struggle to make sense of her life, and that'll take you back to the house in Miami. Devoted fans will fondly remember all the 4 girls as well, and there for the first timer, it'll be a joyful introduction of the brilliance of that television series. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed Golden Girls from time to time. I probably wasn't the most avid viewer of Golden Girls. Not really in my swing radius all that often, but it was fun, that's for sure. What else is going on this weekend? On Saturday, a benefit. I believe this is at the benefit all day long at the Flora VFW post, starting at 3 o'clock, going to 8 o'clock. Live music is a benefit for Stacy Houston, and dinner will consist of a pulled pork sandwich, cheesy taters, coleslaw, tea, and lemonade at $5 a plate. You can also order that in advance and pick them up in to-go containers. From 4 to 8 o'clock tomorrow, it'll be a live auction with Robert Boswell. Tons of amazing items to be auctioned off. Then from 8:30 to midnight, they're going to have a live band. This is all at the VFW here in Flora. The live band takes the stage. It's John and Dave duo, the John and Dave duo, taking the stage at 8:30. Listen, visit, dance, whatever you want. Plus, of course, it's going to be a 50-50 drawing. And again, all the money goes to benefit Stacy Houston. Stacy was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma of the breast in October of last year, and she underwent a bilateral mastectomy. She's now seeing an oncologist to figure out further plans for treatment. So please help support her, as well as her loving children, Taylor and Dylan, Maya, and Ethan, as well as her amazing boyfriend, Bill. So all that going on at the VFW on Saturday. Mount Airy Rowing Club going to have a big day. They're going to set up their breakfast on Saturday. Their monthly breakfast: sausage, gravy, biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, hash browns, pancakes, beverages. Price is $7 now. $7 for adults. Also, trade days at the Wayne County Coon Club on Saturday. It'll be Saturday and Sunday, for that matter. The Coon Club, located between Jeff and Sisney, on it's on the east or west side there on Route 45. Lots of vendors. Kitchen will be open and serving breakfast so there you go. Here over in Salem, going to be a giveaway, personal care items. That's nice, personal care items, and that'll be from 9 to 10 a.m. They do ask that you stay in your car, and they're going to bring products to you probably bagged up and ready to go. What else is going on today? This is February 4th, ladies and gentlemen, National Homemade Soup Day. National Homemade Soup Day heats up February 4th. In every cuisine, soup provides a rich basis of flavor and history. Before the era of modern transportation, soup was a product of regionally available foods. For this reason, there are thousands of soup recipes available today. Wherever you are looking, you can find some soup today. Tell us about your favorite, or what do you do to celebrate this? Well, go online, talk about your favorite soup, whatever you want to do. There's a couple, and I can tell you about my favorite soup, and my wife and I started cooking it last night. It's going to cook for 2 days. Might be able to eat some tonight, but we got vegetable soup going. Snowed in, what do? You make vegetable soup. Got the beef. We already had the beef. We had the cans and the frozen peas and stuff, whatever, the vegetables to throw in there. Had the cabbage ready to go. I'm going to have some outstanding vegetable soup here in the next couple of days. So I hope you can find good soup. What else is going on February 4th? This is one that might be more difficult to do than you think. This is also National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. In 1775, the Second Continental Congress established the Constitutional Post, the first organized mail service in America. So there you go. On April 3rd, 1860, the famous Pony Express took off. In 1863, free city delivery started. And then in 1963, folks began to use zip codes. So National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. Now, actually, they give the line that's on top of the building in Washington, D.C. Through rain, sleet, snow, and dark of night. They'll be there to make their appointed rounds. I didn't get my mail yesterday. So I'm going to thank my mail carrier for coming today. So that'll be wonderful. I do appreciate my mail carriers. I just had one retire, as I think they got scared of watching my dog bark at them all the time, or my dogs. What do you do? What else is going on today? Or actually, this is tomorrow. Ice cream for breakfast day. You can't beat that. The first Saturday in February is a big treat. It's ice cream for breakfast. What better way to start the day than a refreshingly sweet scoop of ice cream with your breakfast? Whether the sun rises over a frosty morning or a warm one, having a scoop or two of ice cream. Now that looks good. There's some ice cream with a waffle. There's ice cream with pancakes. So I think that either of those would suffice as an outstanding choice for ice cream for breakfast day. And I've got some ice cream in the fridge. Got to get that out and think about that. What do you want to see on television tonight? What's on TV? Well, there are a few games going on, college games. The Olympics has started. Actually, if you get into the Olympics opening ceremony, it'll be on tonight on your NBC channel. It's actually going on right now, probably still going on. May have ended by 9 a.m. this morning. But the Olympics are on. I had scheduled here high school basketball, but let me tell you what happened here. We were going to have for you Dietrich Moving Maroons at North Clay. That has now been postponed, and it will be played on Valentine's Day. It'll be senior night, and they'll have, of course, the JV and varsity, and that'll be in Louisville. NCAA basketball starting at 4 o'clock, a quadruple header on ESPNU. Ivy League, Dartmouth at Yale, Quinnipiac at St. Peter's, the St. Peter's Peacocks. I did not realize that. And then at 8 o'clock, Toledo Rockets at the Ball State Cardinals. Miami Redhawks take on the Akron Zips on CBS Sports Network at 5:30. Triple header also on Fox Sports 1. Creighton, the Blue Jays at Seton Hall. That's a Big East game. And then that's at 6, followed by San Diego State at Colorado State. Colorado State's a really good team. Channel 610. And Nevada is at Fresno State at 10 o'clock to finish up your night. NBA basketball on ESPN tonight at 9 o'clock. It's Philadelphia at Dallas. That's the reason they've got that at 9 o'clock. At 6:30, it is the All-Star Game Skills Competition from Las Vegas is where the All-Star Game taking place this year in the NHL. So that's a lot of fun. Get out there, watch those guys go out there and knock pucks around about 110 miles an hour. And also one final basketball game. Chicago Bulls will be in Indiana tonight. That'll be on Channel 630 as well as Channel 643, depending on whose telecast you want to see. I am Bruce Dickey. It's just me and you and the TV today. Do stick around. We'll be back here for plenty of sports talk right after this word. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Bruce Dickey. Hope you're having an outstanding day. And again, Hey, be careful out there. It is snow, and actually, I was talking about the highways being relatively clear with maybe some ice, and that the sun is going to melt. Side roads are not at all. So side roads, basically, you are driving on probably unpacked snow. So if you do get out today, side roads are passable. If you got four-wheel drive, I wouldn't really want to get out too much if I didn't have four-wheel drive. So take that under consideration, and again, take extra time wherever you're going to go today, because it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough day. Let's tell you a little bit about. Let's talk a little bit about high school basketball. We are about 2/3 of the way through the year, or 3/4, maybe even farther than that, through the year for boys basketball. Yeah, we are probably about 80 or 90% through. And actually in girls basketball, we're even farther than that, as the sectional seeding has come out for girls basketball. It'll be another week before the boys' seeds come out. The sectional seeds have come out for the girls, but they have not scheduled or told the teams where they are going yet. You can kind of divine it from the seeds a little bit. It's possible to figure it out, but also, you never know what the IHSA is thinking sometimes. Like, for instance, they'll have a team with a regional within 20 or 30 miles heading off to a regional that's about 90 miles away. So, but that'll all come out later today. I think probably about 4 o'clock is when the expectation, with nobody being in schools and the difficulty of talking to athletic directors to set up schedules, it might take them another few days, because as you know, pretty much all schools around this area are out for the day. Oh, by the way, I did not mention there was the Freeburg at Salem game was also scheduled for tonight, and that has been backed off to the 9th, I believe. I got a text today from my good friend Scott Stewart. By the way, Scott Stewart retiring from Salem Community High School. So congratulations to Scott. The Salem Freeburg game was scheduled for tonight. It has been rescheduled for Thursday, February 17th at Salem. So keep that in mind for your Salem plans. Where was I? High school basketball. The girls sectional seeds have come out. In Class 1A, the teams around here, for the most part, will be feeding into the Tuscola sectional, and most of the teams here will feed into the Altamont or the Cumberland regionals. So Altamont and Cumberland, the hosts of the regionals. In that regional system, Neoga takes this is Class 1A. Neoga gets the 1 seed for the girls in the regional, and they, I would think, most likely would go. Well, Neoga is probably closer to. I don't know which they'll do, because Effingham St. Anthony gets the 2. So they're going to split the 1 and the 2. One of them's going to Altamont and the other one's going to Cumberland. Probably send Neoga to Cumberland and probably send, I'm guessing, Effingham to Altamont. Again, that comes out later today. Cowden Harrod gets the 3. And Altamont with the 4, that big scorer up there. The girls, a lot of fun to watch. Cumberland, Altamont the 4. Cumberland the 5 in the regional setting, and of course, like I said, they're going to be hosting a regional, so they won't play the 4 since Altamont's going to be in the other regional. They'll have to do a little swapping and juggling for that. Dietrich girls get the 6. Congratulations to the Dietrich girls. What a turnaround. Those girls had a rough year last year, and I'm glad to see them doing better. Farina South Central gets the 7. South Central the 7. North Clay gets the 8. Barry Adair and the girls up there getting the 8 seed. And then you're looking at the 9 is Brownstown, as well as Windsor Stewstrasse gets the 10. Casey gets the 11. Ramsey the 12, and Martinsville the 13. So that will work all that out and that will flow into the Tuscola sectional setup. The Tuscola sectional, again, set for a week after next. And then, okay, so looking at Class 2A, where some of the other teams that we follow, where these teams ended up, they are going into Vandalia got the super sectional this year. How about that? And but Monticello is the sectional where Flora, Salem, and Fairfield will all feed into. In the Monticello sectional setup, Clinton and Arthur were the North regional hosts. Down here, it's going to be Marshall and Salem hosting regionals. So we'll figure out how we'll be able to show that. We may be able to show some games. Teutopolis gets the number 1 seed, Fairfield the number 2 seed. So that was kind of what the line of thinking was going into it, and that's kind of how it worked. So Teutopolis at the 1, Fairfield at the 2, Marshall the 3, a good team up to Marshall, and Marshall is a host. So I would guess Teutopolis would go to Marshall. It's 30 miles down the road, as opposed up Route 40, as opposed to heading down to Salem. Fairfield being the 2 will be the top seed, presumably at Salem. I don't see him sending Fairfield to Marshall and T-Town to Salem. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'm guessing Fairfield will get the number 1 seed at Salem, and then Marshall's the 3, Robinson the 4. Flora gets the 5. Attaboy, Jason Fox and the Flora Wolfgals get the 5 seed. I'm guessing that they'll go to Salem as well. Mount Carmel the 6, Carmi the 7, Newton the 8. Salem gets the 9, and they're like I said, they're going to be hosting. Vandalia the 10. Palestine gets the Palestine and let's see, is that Palestine and Oblong, I believe, and H. I can't remember the H. They will get the 11, and Lawrenceville gets the 12 seed. So all those coming up. Let's take one more quick look at the some of the rankings of the boys before I let you out of here before we start talking the NFL. This is Class 3A. Class 1A. This is Tuscola, the highest seeded Southern Illinois team. Madison has dropped all the way to 14th. Altamont has moved up to 15, so that's pretty good. Again, this is Class 1A. Class 2A features Breeze Central up in the top 5, Nashville the top 10, Pana the top 10. Those are the only teams in Southern Illinois in there, but Pinckneyville and Murfreesboro both up there relatively high. Good to see Hamilton County in the top 20 as well. And T-Town at 16-7 just took a tough loss over the weekend to Breeze Modern Day. And then finally in Class 3A, East St. Louis still up there in the top 3. Hey, let's take a quick break, folks. I'll be right back. We're going to talk a little bit of NFL football, talk about how our wagers went this weekend. Better for some than others. And we'll do all that when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Back in a sec.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you or a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. You do not know how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in, however you're doing so. Let's tell you a little bit about the NFL. Let's talk Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. There is your Super Bowl matchup. It's the Los Angeles Rams, boo, versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Yay. Let's go Cincinnati as the Rams are getting set to take on the Bengals. What are you looking forward to the game? I know I am, actually. I look forward to this game some years more than others, I suspect. I've got some friends who are I don't have any friends who are still Rams fans. Maybe one that is a kind of a we've all got the kind of friends in our lives who just go anti whatever you like or just against the grain. I think I've got a friend who's a Rams fan even after they've left St. Louis and trashed the St. Louis folks, but. I do have a friend or two who are big Bengals fans, and I hope that they do well. Should be an interesting football game. You've got Matt Stafford on one side and Joe Burrow on the other. They're both number one draft picks over in the NFL draft. Of course, about 10 years different from each other. I believe it is about 10 years different for Stafford and for maybe about 8 or 9 years. Stafford, I think, got drafted in 12, and Burrow got drafted in 21. Yeah, May of 21. So, an interesting matchup. You don't know how the defensive line is going to hold up probably the offensive line is going to hold up for Cincinnati. Gave up 9 sacks a couple of weeks ago. There's all kinds of different things, but at this point, let's talk a little bit about more fun stuff about the game. Of course, there's the bracket on how the Rams and the Bengals find their way to the ball game. Here is the Super Bowl uniform flow chart. Cincinnati. You always wonder what folks are going to wear in the Super Bowl. How if you can figure out how you want to dress yourself in the Super Bowl. Everyone wants to have to look like their favorite team. Cincinnati is the home team. Oh, by the way, Cincinnati being the home team, they get to use the Rams locker room. The Rams will clean it out, have to go to the visitors locker room, and it's at SoFi Stadium, the Rams home stadium. Cincinnati gets the home locker room, so they get to use the Rams locker room, and I'm presuming all the pretty
cool stuff it has. You put $6 billion into a stadium, you got to figure it's going to have plenty of cool stuff in it, don't you think? So yeah, Cincinnati gets the Rams locker room, but they also get, as the AFC, this is the AFC year, as the AFC team, they get first choice of uniforms. I haven't heard which one they're going to pick, but they usually home teams take dark. The thing is, the Bengals have been in their white uniforms, winning their games so far, the 3 games in the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl. So, which one are the 2 games to get to the Super Bowl? Which one looks better to you there for the Bengals? Actually, I think that they're probably going to end up going to the black on black. I suspect, this is now just my guess, I suspect they go black on black, and I suspect the Rams will go the white jersey on the blue. But if the Bengals do choose white jerseys, the Rams get to take their odd blue colored jerseys. And I say odd because they've got that faded numeral thing, which as the numerals bright on top and faded down at the bottom. I don't like the Rams uniforms, but then again, right now after they left St. Louis, I'm kind of biased. So there you have that. What else? By the way, I showed you the logo for this year. Here are the logos for the complete history of Super Bowl logos, just in case you had saw one on like an old hat and you were trying to identify it. Well, there you go. And actually, they haven't changed a ton in the past 5 or 6 years. You can see they're all just using the same trophy and all kinds of bit down there at the bottom, but who knows? It's the only one they used the numeral for, as opposed to the Roman numerals. Super Bowl 50, they used the numeral for. So there you go. Now, there's a trivia question if you want to answer it. Is the numeral. What else is going on? Well, I got to tell you, I can't let the week go by without talking about Brian Flores' lawsuit, and because this is a gambling show. The lawsuit that Brian Flores. He sued the Dolphins. He sued the Broncos. He sued the Giants, and he sued the NFL in total, based on the Rooney Rule. I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of the Rooney Rule. Suffice to say, it was a rule established about 15 or 20 years ago in order to diversify the hiring practices of NFL teams. And how it was supposed to do this is before an NFL team hires a coach, they are supposed to interview an African American coach. The thing is, over the past few years, it has become seen as kind of sham interviews, and with Brian Flores, who got fired this year down in Miami. He got fired after the season ended. Surprisingly, his team went 7-10 or 8-9, something like that. But it was a surprise that he was fired, because they don't have a ton of talent down there, and so he's still looking for a job, right? Well, he was supposed to interview with the Giants, and he gets a text message from his old friend Bill Belichick. That's Brian Flores on the left, of course, Bill Belichick on the right. He gets text message from Bill Belichick congratulating him on getting the job in New York. He says, Coach, I haven't interviewed in New York yet. And, Bill Belichick has so many former assistants, he accidentally sent the text to the wrong person. But the Brian Flores interview was set for 3 days later. So it's basically a sham interview is what Flores is contending, and he's suing based on that. Also, a couple of the Denver thing, he says that they basically conducted the interview unprofessionally. That I suspect is I don't know. I'm not going to make a judgment on the lawsuit. The intriguing part. Let me get to the intriguing part. He also says that the owner of the Dolphins, Stephen Ross, told told him he'd give him $100,000 again. This is 2 years ago. In order to, this is in the 2019 season. Yeah, 2019 season before the 2020 draft. That's when Burrow got drafted. He told him that he would give him $100,000 if the team per loss for the team losing games. So basically, he was telling him to throw games. There's Stephen Ross and Brian Flores right there. Stephen Ross, the owner of the Dolphins. Incentivizing tanking is a big deal, especially with the NFL getting in bed now with gambling firms. An owner tanking games, asking a coach to tank games, that's pretty much an automatic see you're gone for the owner. They can't put up with that. It won't fly. That's an intriguing part of it. The Dolphins, of course, deny it. The NFL denied it. Within 2 hours of the lawsuit coming out, the NFL said it's without merit. Interestingly enough, they basically said the St. Louis lawsuit 5 years ago was without merit too, and in December ended up paying almost $800 million. I guess there was a little bit of merit. So the NFL is going to investigate the owners. They're going to investigate the ownership there as well, probably in New York and in Denver. And also going to, by the way, I forgot to mention the third part. Stephen Ross, the owner, tried to get Brian Flores to violate NFL tampering rules. You basically can't meet with or talk to players that are going to be free agents before a specific particular point in time. And he asked him to make a contact to a particular player who he had on a team before. Well, Brian Flores had been with the Patriots whenever Tom Brady was there. And when Tom Brady was a free agent 2 years ago, this was when he was asking Flores to sit in. He asked Flores to come to his boat, his yacht in Miami, and Flores refused, by the way, to say, I'm not going to call Tom Brady. That's against the rules. I can't do that. So he goes he's invited to the boat for a party. Well, the party is Stephen Ross, Tom Brady, and Brian Flores. Flores says, "Hey, I can't be here. This is tampering." Turns around and walks out. And that is just a fascinating part of it. Anyway, the point I'm making, it's going to be a pretty fun 2 weeks. A pretty fun few weeks if you think the NBA, the NFL is likes to mess with people. This is a lot of fun for you. Let's take a quick break. We're going to talk basketball when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome back, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful, actually it's very pretty outside. It's a very pretty day. A beautiful Friday, February 4th. Hope you are having a wonderful day yourself. What's next? What do you want to talk about next? Well, we'll talk about high school basketball, talk a little bit about the NFL. We're going to talk a lot more about the NFL next week, of course, as we'll lay down our bets. By the way, I forgot to mention how we did last week. Somebody went 3-1 on his picks last week. No applause from the people that aren't here. Yeah, I went 3-1. I had the Bengals +7. That's a winner. I had the under 54.5 in the Bengals game. That was the loser. I had, that was a winner too. The under 54.5, that was a winner. I had the Rams -4.5 and -3.5. That was a loser. And I had the under 46 on the Rams. So I went 3-1. Weeze went 1-3. And the Jamie and I believe Lucas each went 2-2. So I went 3-1. That's all that matters because I'm the one here today. So there you go, so I enjoy that. College basketball is going. It is. There's 2/3 of the way through the season too. Only 9 games left in the regular season for your first place Fighting Illini. How about the Fighting Illini? First place as the kids got out there and went to the basketball game on Wednesday night during the middle of a blizzard. That was really cool. And the referees were able to make it too. That's that's the other good thing. If for those of us old enough to recall the game back in, I want to say 1985 or 84. Or 83, might have been 80, I can't remember. Or 86, whenever the referees when there was a blizzard in Champaign, Illinois was about to play number 3 Kentucky. They pulled referees out of the stands, high school officials, to officiate the game. So people didn't have much problem with the high school officials doing it. They did a fine job. So the officials were able to make it. Not every game got going. Last night, Iowa was supposed to play at Ohio State. Iowa couldn't get to Columbus. I don't know why. I don't know how. I guess the too much snow, and you don't want to land a plane in the snow. I can understand that. So Iowa didn't make it to Columbus. They didn't have a game. But most other college basketball games are going, and you can see a lot of patterns as the season wears on. There are teams that are better against the spread, worse against the spread, and patterns do develop. For instance, if you take a look. Here's a list of the top basketball teams against the spread. And interestingly enough, the number 1 Auburn Tigers are up there, number 1 in the country. Auburn is 17-5 against the spread. I believe they are 20-2 overall. But the Toledo Rockets, as I mentioned, Toledo playing tonight. That's one to be aware of. Toledo playing the Ball State tonight. They're 16-5 against the spread and winning by beating the spread. Now this is how much they're beating the spread by an average of 5.5 points over the course of the year. And how does the team get on this one? Well, basically, gamblers and sports books, they figure out what a team's going to do during the course of the year, and if a team exceeds expectations, that's how they're beating. That's how they get on top against the spread. Middle Tennessee State doing terrifically well as well. Cornell playing today, and like I said, Toledo, Norfolk State, the Spartans out there, and Longwood. Now, who's not doing as well? The worst college basketball teams against the spread, and by a bunch. Pacific, the University of the Pacific, they are covering only 16% of their games. Ouch. Morgan State is the one losing by a bunch of points, and Idaho State and IUPUI. No big top 50 programs, though, or top Power 5 programs in that. Of course, that's IUPUI. They don't score a ton of points at all. IUPUI, one of our, when you go over and under in college basketball. Here's the best college basketball teams over. No surprise to see Iowa in there. They are always a top scoring team, as well as giving up a lot of points. Bowling Green and Princeton, they are both offensive-minded teams, and I like how much they're going over the spread usually. Look at that, 9 points or 10 points per game, beating the not the spread, but beating the over. That is fascinating. You wonder, it makes you wonder. Well, if you have the over, of course, what's the number on the under? I have that too. Our good friend Marty Simmons at Eastern Illinois is down, not doing terrifically well. Minus 8.5. They're 16-3 to the under. Well, you can bet to the under. So they're 16-3 to the under, 84%. And I mentioned, the only reason I mentioned IUPUI in the worst, in the teams that are the worst to the against the spread, they are also one of the best college basketball under teams. IUPUI, I think, out of those 17 games, has had, I want to say they've scored 60 points maybe once. 60 points in one game over the course of a year. That is that's almost the definition of a struggle. So pay attention to those all you want. I'm just trying to help you out. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll wrap things up with the NBA. And when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, you are watching Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in and do appreciate it. By the way, before we do get up to the NBA, which I'm going to do real quickly in the last couple of minutes, let me tell you where we're going to be next week. The plan is we've got four games next week that we're covering for you. Actually, 5 games. We'll be in Fairfield on Friday night Fairfield on Monday night next week, the Monday the 7th, as it is Benton, the Benton Rangers, Lady Rangers, taking on the Fairfield Lady Mules. Then on Tuesday, it is at Sisney for boys basketball, NCOE taking on the Sisney Running Lions. I think that's senior night there at Sisney as well. I might be wrong about that. Thursday night, we'll be up in Dietrich, Tri-County taking on Dietrich, so do keep that in mind for your basketball viewing pleasure. And then finally, Friday, over in Salem, it will be Wood River taking on Salem, plus in Fairfield, it's Edwards County at the Fairfield Mules. So I showed you the college basketball. Let's take a look at the pros. Best against the spread in the pros. How about those Grizzlies? They just keep winning. They're tough. The Thunder, the Warriors, they're putting up a ton of points, and the Bulls in the best against the spread. Good to see that. Worst against the spread, the Nets and the Lakers. That is not a terrific surprise because, everybody was counting on the Nets and the Lakers to be really good. Nets have seldom had their full complement of players, and the Lakers have been banged up. They're hurt badly all the time, it seems. Who's the best over-under? Best over. By the way, all these coming from VSiN, the Vegas Sports Information Network. The Heat, Miami Heat, one of the best over team so far this year, and the best under. This means they play good defense, and I'm surprised the Warriors are on that, but they do play great defense. The Mavericks, the Warriors, so there you have that. Before I do get out of here, let me do a caution, folks, about the snow and ice. I just heard a terrible report about a friend who went out shoveling snow yesterday and had a heart issue. So again, if you're going to go out and shovel snow but you're not used to physical activity, take your time. Take your time. Make sure that you aren't overstressing yourself. You sometimes can't tell when you're outside and it's cold if you are overstressing muscles that you don't normally use. So be very careful and stay safe. If you have to get out and you have to get on the roads, go slow. Drive safely. Make sure you get there alive or get there harm-free because the roads might be better by Sunday as it warms up a little bit. It's supposed to warm up Sunday, but the road's going to be treacherous for a few days. Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV on these gorgeous Friday, February 4th. Thanks so much. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great weekend.